Hello, and welcome to the Nerds at Large reaction for the February 13th, 2019 Nintendo Direct. I'm Darby Hallman.
I'm Jeff Matt.
And Jeff.
Darby.
Whoo boy.
Oh boy.
I'm excited. I was listening to Fire Emblem music literally in the car on the way over here. I had a YouTube video pulled up playing Fire Emblem music.
Nice.
I am hyped. I am ready.
It's weird to think out. It's been 5 months since we last got a General Direct.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the longest we've gone without one.
So this is the longest ever, not just like since a certain era, like the longest since they've been doing directs.
Yes,
not by much. It was only by like a few days, right?
Yeah, I think there might be a little asterisk there because some people may not count Nintendo's 2016 E3. I don't know if it's past that or not, or if that's the only thing that's technically longer because all they had there was Zelda. So,
right,
it's depending how you count. But besides that. No, this is the longest we've gone, so they gotta live up to the hype.
So Jeff, while I'm testing this out, give me some desires/predictions.
Well, as you can tell by the screen, we're getting some Fire Emblem houses. That alone is exciting. It's what we expected, and it's what I want. Maybe we'll get some more Smash news. I know everyone's tired of Smash, but
give me Joker.
Also, give me just a second character.
That too.
Confirm.
I definitely want
Dragon
Joker
Quest
game.
character.
I'm most worried about Joker gameplay at the moment, just because.
Yeah.
I just want Joker to be closer than I think he is.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably March or April.
March would be sweet.
Let me think. What else? As we mentioned before, not something we care too much about, but Animal Crossing. I'm 50-50 on being in here.
You're 50-50 on what now? I'm sorry.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
just because the rumor is it being in September, and I don't think Animal Crossing is necessarily a game they have to have show way ahead of time. I know they announced it, but that was just one of those things to let people know it was coming.
Yeah, I definitely think we'll hear it sometime in the first half of this year. It might be E3.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they do do you think they're still going to do, I don't know, this is another conversation, but I was going to say, do you think they're still going to do the one central game at E3 thing like they've been doing?
Honestly, it just really depends. Obviously, that's a question that'd be better asked after this direct's over, once we see, hey, what the release schedule is and what games they have announced.
Right.
Because I don't know, I know Animal Crossing's big, but I don't know if it's just the type of game to be a central game at an E3.
Yeah. I guess for that audience, but I don't know. It's pretty darn big.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying the type of game it is.
Right.
They'll have a big presence.
Part of it.
But I'm just talking about it's not going to be like Smash.
Or you can look at it, this won't mean anything for most people that would watch this, but our friends, Julia. Julia's a friend of ours that doesn't really play many games, but she loves Animal Crossing. She would never be watching E3, but she loves Animal Crossing. I think Animal Crossing kind of spans out to non-gaming crowds. It still gets gamer crowds too, but it definitely is. Yeah, it might be something that's bigger than E3. It doesn't necessarily need E3 to be,
Yeah.
Really.
They could do that. That's just what I think. I don't know if it's the right game for it, but if they did do it, it wouldn't be the most surprising thing. If that was the quote unquote
what
big
are
game.
Chances of something like Metroid Prime trilogy?
I think there's a decent chance. It's either we get it here, or we're not seeing it for a year.
You think it's all or nothing?
I feel because all the rumors, and this is from people that obviously know their stuff, are saying Imran Khan from Game Informer says, as far as he knows, it's done. They're sitting on it.
Right.
So if they don't at least announce it here, I imagine that just means they're going to wait till Metroid Prime 4 is a lot closer.
I hope not, just because if it's done,
I agree.
I feel
Plus then it gives us time to try it out.
Right, people who haven't played any of them like us.
Or it's been years and people want to replay them because it's been a long time.
Most people, yeah.
I only played one, so.
I played there was some Metroid Prime game on the Wii that I
think that was
played.
the.
It didn't have a number on it. Or maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. I just don't remember. But
Was it Other M?
No, it definitely wasn't Other M. It was Metroid Prime. It might have had a number. I might have just not realized it. But I played a little bit of it, and I just remember not knowing where to go or what to do. And
It's a 3D Metroidvania.
yeah, I just remember getting really lost, and then I was
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna go play more Twilight Princess. And that was basically my Metroid Prime experience. But I thought the vibe was cool. I remember it feeling kind of like spooky almost. It was like very eerie.
Yep.
And strange.
It is Metroid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd rather that just go ahead. They announce that released in the next couple months.
That's totally sounds like a collection of games that I would talk about playing over and over again and never actually do, like Bayonetta, which got ported to Switch and I have not played.
Bayonetta, I did not get because I already have it on the Wii U over there.
Sad.
Yeah. So, I'll probably end up doing Bayonetta. If, like it's at a sale, just go ahead and do that, especially once they announce when 3 is actually coming out. I guess speaking of that, do you think we'll see Bayonetta 3?
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely could see Bayonetta 3 today.
That's an interesting game because we heard about it, and it was the only time we've heard about it was over a year ago, the Game Awards in 2017, and nothing since. And that's just a game that they could just talk about at any time, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. My biggest desire with this is to come out of this direct saying the same, if not better things than I've been saying about Fire Emblem this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have been like probably too positive about Fire Emblem for the amount we've seen, but it just looks so hopeful to me. Like it looks like they are taking Fire Emblem in like very kind of interesting new ways, like subtly, like little subtle changes that I think will make it what feels like the definitive Fire Emblem that I can hand to people and be like, this is like an awesome meaty JRPG experience, and something there where I'd be like, you don't need to play the other ones first, like just play this, and if you like it, go back. I just hope it feels like the definitive Fire Emblem, so I kind of hope they justify all of my praise, basically. Yeah.
Strangely enough, I'm kind of surprised when I've heard people like from Easy Allies and kind of funny talk about it. It seems we're in the minority with how positive we are on it.
It seems like we really are. Everyone seems to be very underwhelmed by what they see, which I guess I can get it from like the visual style. It doesn't look maybe as much of a upgrade as it maybe should. I mean, it still just looks very definitively Fire Emblem to me.
I'm interested to see like if we'll see a visual upgrade from E3 because it's been a while since we saw it. Like if there will be a kind of noticeable visual upgrade.
Yeah, there definitely could be.
I don't know what people are hoping. Okay, Darby, since we only got 2 minutes, Fire Emblem, will we get a date, and when is it if you think we are?
Yes, May something. Yeah. I say like early to mid-May.
That sounds about right.
What about you?
No, I kind of agree. I feel like we'll get a date here, partly because I don't think we're going to get... I got a feeling we may not get another General Direct until E3, which is fine.
No.
Well, depending what's in here. And I think May feels right.
Yeah.
They said spring. I mean, it could go all the way into June.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm gonna be a little more hopeful with May, and I mean I think that's fine. I don't think this game needs a lot of time. You know, I think if you have what I'm expecting to be a decently big blowout of the game here, I think you can just ride this into the release with maybe just like 1 or 2 little tiny trailers or something in between.
It's going to be probably a Fire Emblem just direct.
I mean, but they only really did that one other time, and that was because they had the mobile game to announce and some other things. Like, do you think they'll do that if?
But they do that with most of their big games.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they did that.
I mean, they range in size. It doesn't have to be like a Smash size direct.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be just a 15-minute direct saying, "Hey, here's some Fire Emblem information." I think Xenoblade had one, for crying out loud.
That's Nintendo's biggest game, Jeff.
You're right. Getting ready. It's time. Or at least according to the clock. Don't let me down, Reggie. Where is
Check.
Reggie, where is it? Here we go. Oh, we're getting mature games.
What? On my Nintendo? Alright, yeah, I need to listen to this. I'm probably gonna miss this first announcement.
Mario Maker?
Oh, nice.
Yes! Oh, here we go. Oh, that's how you start.
That's a pretty big way to start. Sorry. Well, let me make sure this is good before I switch it. Sorry, Jeff.
Slopes!
Was that a big thing?
That was a big thing.
Okay.
Here we go, baby. Well, this is a 100% buy.
Yeah, this Mario Maker was so fun.
Wait. Oh, okay. 3D World style thing. I was wait. Are they doing 3D in here?
Okay.
Awesome.
They're adding in 3D World stuff.
Yes.
Tanuki, whatever the hell, Mario.
Oh yes.
Cat Mario.
This is a bunch of stuff.
I'll be interested to see without the gamepad, you know.
Luigi. June.
Hey.
That probably means Fire Emblem's earlier.
Hi everyone, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Great start, great start.
You just got your first look at the brand new sequel to Super Mario Maker, which we're of course calling Super Mario Maker 2.
We good.
There will be brand new features, and many new elements are in development as we speak. So please stay tuned.
I'm happy that's coming the first half of the year.
Alright, next, let's cover today's Nintendo Switch headlines.
For the first time
Marvel.
in 10 years, the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series returns with a new
The Black
four-player
Order.
action RPG and an all-new original story. Assemble your ultimate dream team from a huge cast of Marvel superheroes, from the Guardians of the Galaxy to the Avengers, Defenders, X-Men, and more, to stop Thanos.
And this was
the
expected
Black
to be
Order
in here?
from unleashing cosmic chaos.
You have a Marvel game, you're gonna support it.
Yeah, we don't have a release date for this, do we?
No.
And get closer to the action with a dynamic zoomed-in heroic camera.
Oh yeah, we might not get it here. This might just be a
It's time to go higher, further, faster with Marvel's
Showing off
ultimate
characters.
cosmic protector, Captain Marvel. Wield her power against those that would do harm to the universe. As characters level up, they'll learn skills you can use on the fly. In Carol Danvers' case,
try to
literally.
increase the quality, but I'm
In
worried
addition
about
to
losing the
basic attacks
stream.
and skills, each hero has an Alliance Extreme attack,
You
their
guys
most
try it.
powerful move.
It's pretty bad.
Whether you join forces with friends locally or online, take teamwork to unprecedented levels as you creatively combine hero skills into synergy attacks.
Sorry.
Your most powerful attacks
Picked up where it
can be
left off.
combined into an Ultimate Alliance Extreme attack. The team-up possibilities will be off the charts when Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, the Black
Summer.
Order, launches exclusively.
General
for Nintendo
Summer. Did we
Switch
know the
this summer.
Black Order part of that? Oh, okay.
Box
Welcome
Boy.
back,
Box
Box
Boy.
Boy.
So that's looking good so far. The
Get ready
leak
to
or the
unload some
rumors.
boxes
Yeah.
and have fun doing it. The critically acclaimed puzzle series Box Boy is coming to Nintendo Switch for the first time. This brand new game is tightly packed with tons of content, including brand new puzzles and new features. We fit something else in too.
Box set.
This time, 2 players can box it up together.
What
To
Bowsette?
restore
What?
peace
Yeah.
on the Box Planet, you must work as a team, solve puzzles, and beat those stages. After completing the story, you can access a whole separate adventure starring Cutie, the tall one. In all, there are 270 stages to beat. That's the highest in the series to date.
So are you interested in this
Use your
game?
brain boxes
Yeah, sounds like
to
a
think
fun little puzzle
outside the
thing.
box
Yeah.
And lead our heroes to the goal.
I had never even heard of
Box
this,
Boy
to
and
be
Box
honest.
Girl will unload on Nintendo Switch April 26th.
Box Boy.
The ultimate spring update.
Ooh.
We're getting this out of the way.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is about to spring forward with the version 3.0
I wonder
update
if this is
this
all-
spring. What are we adding, you ask?
Probably.
You'll just have to wait to find out.
Oh, come on.
Remember,
Okay.
Joker is a part of Challenger Pack 1. He's secretly been preparing for battle, and his moment will finally come before the end of April. In
Okay.
other words, this year, springtime is the time to smash. And don't forget,
Man,
new
I
Super
wanna
Smash
see
Bros. Series
him.
amiibo figures are on the way too.
Lame.
There's even more to explore in
Lame.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. It's never too late for a journey through the maze-like miniature worlds of the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker game. In fact, we have 2 new announcements for the Nintendo Switch version.
Okay.
After a new update, all courses will support 2-player co-op. Maybe Captain Toad won't be so nervous with someone at his side. 2
Jeff,
players
for their
are
stuff
better than
fast.
1.
I wanted to
An
see
extra set of
Joker
hands goes a long
gameplay.
way. This free update will be available later today.
People are like,
And
oh, Smash.
some paid
Oh, it
downloadable
went through
content
click.
is coming. We're adding in
Who are
18
these
new
people?
challenges
Who
that'll
are
see
these
you
people
traveling
who
to
hate
5 new
Smash?
courses,
They have
from
to be in
sunken
such a
ships
minority,
to
so
a
why do
kingdom
we
of
even
sweets,
talk about them?
and achieving new objectives in
Or
existing
not
courses.
just hate Smash, but hate other people liking Smash. That's what bugs me.
Captain Toad and Toadette must obtain the Shining Crowd in each course, all of which can be played alone or with a second player. Captain Toad Treasure
Did
Tracker
you pick this
special
up on
episodes
Switch?
will be available
Nah.
for purchase as soon as
Did you already play it on
today,
Wii U? Or?
giving you
Oh, yeah.
early access
Oh,
to
okay.
one of the courses. The rest of the content will launch on March 14th.
Didn't know if this is a
If
game you
don't
just
have
knew
the
you'd
game
like
yet,
and didn't get
look
to.
out for a digital bundle available on Nintendo eShop later today. It contains the full game and gives you access to Captain Toad Treasure Tracker special episode
Bonus
once available.
levels, though. Tempting.
Steal yourself
Bloodstained.
for old school action
Ah,
in
sweet.
an all-new Gothic castle. The side-scrolling action of yore shall rise once more in Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. And so, the young lady Miriam, host of the Alchemist's Curse, must use her unwanted gifts to slay the demons wrought by the curse's original host, Jeeble.
Chill, Dixie.
With these powers, she can steal the abilities of enemies.
Definitely interested in this
Then
game,
grab
but I
each
kind of want to
will
go back and play the
and dart
Castlevania
about
games I
Jeeble's
missed
castle
before.
at lightning speed. Here, the laws of reality and 2D side-scrollers don't apply. Throughout the castle, a treasure trove of side quests, deadly tasks, and small touches flesh out the campaign.
Your body is covered with weird decorations.
Beyond the main story,
Your
you can
body.
dig deep into character customization, subquests, and more. Stop the fall
make
of
'em
man
blue.
at the hands of demons, and don't be afraid to show them
But
your
can you
dark
make
side.
Blue Will Smith?
Bloodstained, Ritual
That's
of
the
the
question.
Night emerges from the shadows this summer. The time has come to build a new
Dragon
world
Quest
and take
builder.
on the children of Hargon.
The end of the whole direct.
Yep.
On an empty island, you'll
might be where
ally
Fire Emblem
yourself
is
with the
coming.
mysterious Malrod and defend your world from monsters.
You think Fire Emblem's the rest of it?
No, I don't think it's the rest, but I just think it's going to take a break and then they'll go into more headlines,
Unite
probably.
with 3 other builders to create your own
I
island.
would expect them to
Local
do.
co-op
I said that would be quite a bit of Fire
Yeah, I don't
Emblem.
expect 25 minutes of Fire Emblem.
craft objects and tools, and reach new heights
I know
by
people are
building
excited
any
for this.
structure you can
Things already out
imagine.
in Japan.
Now you can dash, glide,
Yo,
play in first
Dragon
person,
Quest Minecraft.
explore underwater,
With a mustache.
and warp all over
It's
the
funny
new
that like
retro-inspired
Greg
map.
like loves this game, but has never
If you
played
own
a
the
Dragon
previous
Quest.
game on
Yeah.
the Nintendo Switch
kinda strange.
system, you can craft a legendary builder's outfit and the Dragon Lord's throne.
I honestly hadn't seen that much of it. I didn't know
Builders 2
just how
launches on
Minecraft
Nintendo
it
Switch
was.
July
It's just
12th.
straight up Minecraft.
There are more Nintendo Switch headlines to come, but first, a word from Mr. Koizumi.
Well, how's it looking? Next,
Pretty good.
we have a new announcement for that classic RPG series. Please take a look.
There are RPGs, and then there's Dragon Quest, the series that defined the genre. And the latest entry is charging onto Nintendo Switch in full force, pairing the series' beloved style and perfectly balanced battles with the most impressive scope and elaborate story in series history.
It's a pretty
Where
game.
there is light, darkness follows. For no one does this ring truer than the Luminary, the boy that prophecy says will succeed the last hero and protect the
hero of
world from a
legend.
terrible
Yep.
end. In an odd twist of fate, the boy's royal birthright is snatched from him. On the day he becomes an adult, he
And
finally
then they lead
discovers
into a
his
Smash
true
announcement.
heritage and the powers that make
That'd be
him
pretty
the
sweet.
luminary. When he goes to the king of the largest kingdom for guidance, he is dubbed Darkspawn. So begins the perilous journey of a hunted hero and the ragtag band of adventurers who will join him on his quest to set things right.
What's the guy's name? Alfonso. or
Together
whatever.
they'll
What
explore
is
the
it?
towns and terrain of the
Sylvando?
sprawling
Sylvando.
deep
And out
land
Sylvando
of
for
Drain.
Smash for cowards.
Monsters roam free of random encounters. When you engage them, choose your strategy wisely in turn-based
Oh.
battles. You must know when
I don't know if they need to
attack,
go all
when
this
to
into a
when to
game that's
use
already
magic,
been out
and
for
when to switch their
Yeah,
party
it's
members'
been this
orders.
much of a
As you do,
35-minute
you'll earn
thing.
skill points which can be used to teach party members attacks.
Because none of this is new,
spells,
right?
and
No, this is
improve
just the
their
game.
abilities.
Nope.
You can also collect materials so you can forge
Collecting
weapons,
materials is
armor,
new,
and
right?
accessories.
Is it?
No.
Okay.
Looking for an item? Then help people out.
There's
in
quests
some
now,
quests.
Jeff.
Or
For the
try
first
your
time
hand
ever,
at
there's
the
quests.
casino. Or horse racing.
Chocobo races.
Yeah, they don't need to
Drain
go
is
into all
full of
this.
surprises
Yeah.
Just
like
say
these.
when it's
And
coming
this
out.
time,
That's all they need
the
to do.
player has the power
Yeah.
to choose on the fly between
Especially
the
this game's
land's
been out in
gorgeous
Japan
vistas
forever,
and
and
the
it's been out
2D16
in America for a
glory
long
of
time.
old.
Well, that's new. For the US.
This is also the first version of the game with fully orchestrated field and battle tunes. If you want,
Orchestrated
you can choose between
music?
the original
That's
sound
huge.
and the new one
Okay, I might get it then.
And you can also experience the journey
that's
of
real?
English or
There's like it's
Japanese audio.
shit. Yeah. All right. Well, I know definitively if I
Which
get this,
version you'll get.
If I get this game, what I'll get it on now. Honestly, that's the biggest thing that was holding me back.
Yeah.
And because I looked about doing, there was like a mod on PC, but you have to like torrent things. It was sketchy. Yeah. I mean, I already would rather play it on Switch, obviously.
Yeah.
Like everyone would rather play everything, but
I love this game, but I don't need to do this much of this.
no. Just say, hey, we have the orchestrated soundtrack, and here's
Yeah.
the date.
First-time players and veterans should also look forward to new stories. Each sees one of the main cast members stepping into the spotlight, shedding new light on hidden truths. This hero's adventure has truly leveled up. Dragon Quest XI's
fall.
Echoes of an Elusive Age. Definitive
Why so
edition,
long?
Launching
actually
exclusively
kinda
on Nintendo
good.
Switch this fall.
Wanted to-
Exclusive, the definitive edition.
That just sounded like a good summer
Well, we
game
just
for me.
announced the addition of
Yeah.
these new stories. There will be more new information to share in the future.
I think it's good
Please
that it's in the
look forward to
fall. That's
learning
why I was
more.
like, oh, because Japan hasn't got it yet.
For now,
It
let's
was like
continue with
close.
more Nintendo Switch headlines.
But fall, I'm probably gonna be playing other things. I don't know what they are yet.
Tsum Tsum game like you've never seen before.
Hell yeah, here we go, Jeff. This is where the direct picks up. Look at that
And now,
ticker
they're ready for
bean.
an after-hours party at the toy store in Disney.
You'll have to
Tsum
double
Tsum
check that whole
Festival.
orchestrated thing, but that's
That's
huge.
huge. That's the biggest announcement of
That's
the
that will be something that gets a lot of people like, okay, I'm getting it now.
That's a way they're probably gonna get my money if that's the case. Because I honestly, I've been wanting to play this game, and especially after Persona, I'm just kind of like, I want to.
And you can't
Yeah,
mention
keep the
Disney's
JRPG
Tsum
train
Tsum
rolling.
Without talking puzzles.
But now it's
Connect matching
good for you to wait
Tsum Tsum
because
to clear
it's the
them and set a
definitive
high
edition,
score.
so you're getting all the extra
All the
quests
extra
and stuff.
stuff.
The game also features a two-player mode for local and online
It's
competitive.
I mean, the
Soundtracks are
orchestrated
very
version just
important
makes
to
it
me.
the definitive edition.
Yes, that could have been the only
Tsum
thing.
Festival will
I mean, I
steal
think
our hearts in
people have
2019.
seen that it does look a little bit worse on Switch, but I would even take that if I get the
Bringing up a
orchestra
stress
version.
ball in the Atlas star system. But this time, it's far from friendly. In fact, it's
Alright,
none other
I
than
hope the
Star
back
Wolf's
half of this
infamous
direct has some
lieutenants,
awesome
Andrew
stuff.
Oikonny, Pigma Dengar, and the Great Leon. Now Peppy, Falco, and Slippy have no choice but to hunt them down, like the animals they are, in a challenging new series of missions you can only find in the spring update of Starlink Battle for Atlas. Every member of the Star Fox team has their own special pilot ability and skill tree. Plus, each pilot can take on any of the new missions and also Fox's missions from the base game. It's time for a game of seek and destroy. But don't expect Wolf to play fair. Look forward to news on the rest of the additional content, such as starship races and faction missions, so you're ready when the Star Fox team joins the Starlink Battle for Atlas update this April.
Do we ever really know how that game did?
Not great.
A heartfelt fantasy adventure crops up once again. Another season, another reason to wield weapons and spells against
Like I think on
monsters.
this weekend, the package version with the Star Fox toy was like on sale for $20
vegetables
Make sure
and
you're talking
fruits
to the
at the
mic.
farm.
when it was originally $80.
Cook some fish. Cook up a storm. Or even raise
Yeah, it's
monsters.
pretty low, especially with a
This
toy involved
fantastical
too.
circle of life will keep you coming back for more in Rune Factory 4 Special, fully remastered for Nintendo Switch. Battle alongside townsfolk, and before long, you may become more than just friends.
What?
See what the heart-pounding newlywed life has
Save
in store
the
for you.
anime for
exclusively in
Fire
this
Emblem.
new version of the game. Rune Factory 4 Special will be ripe for the playing later this year.
Academy Romance 7.
And we can finally confirm that Rune Factory 5 is in development. Look forward to more info in the
Shit,
future.
Jeff.
That made someone's day.
Yeah. Someone was super hyped about
Soon,
that.
a time will come to slay monsters and
We're in the
rescue lost
JRPG
souls
section.
before those souls
So-
become monsters.
Ending with Fire Emblem.
In this
Or the
action
whole
RPG
thing might end
from
with Fire
the
Emblem.
developers of I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere, step into a realm built upon the
Looks
tenets
pretty.
of reincarnation.
Brand new
Its
game.
people lead repressed lives.
I
forbidden
heard
to
Lost
mourn the
Sphere was
loss
kind of
loved
underwhelming,
ones.
but I Am
To
Setsuna
uphold these
seems good.
tenets,
I like the
Kagashi
art
must travel
style.
between the living world and the beyond to rescue lost souls from a terrible fate, becoming monsters. When battling these creatures, the lost souls you've rescued can manifest within you, granting you new powers. Each soul's powers are different, so you must choose the right soul for the situation at hand.
There's
In this
Sona.
deep, single-player campaign, there will be many battles. You will fight, and you will become stronger. Those who fall to grief are lost, and the lost don't reincarnate. The very foundations of reincarnation will begin to crumble when Oninake
Oopsie.
launches in summer 2019.
Stop.
Cars, robots, and Yoshis in a world of craft. You know what that means? Yoshi's crafty world is almost here. This time, we'd like to put the many facets of these crafty courses on display. As Yoshi, you'll go rafting,
It's almost here, Jeff.
Yep.
race solar cars,
Hell yeah.
and tear through the sky on a plane. Nice shot, Yoshi.
Good job,
Hey,
yep.
that robot's pretty huge for a miniature. Even at this scale, you'll have some
Burnt the
challenging
ball.
bosses to wrangle.
That's a big boy.
Using
They said
in-game coins you've
challenging.
racked up, you can collect crafted costumes. If you wear one,
Yep.
it'll offer a bit of protection from enemies. There are more than 180 of
Only
these
10 more
costumes,
minutes, Jeff. Or 12 more
and
minutes.
some of them can be tricky to get your hands on.
Or they said 35.
Later
so,
today,
yeah,
we'll
more than
release
that.
a demo, which lets you play through the first course. The Yoshi's Crafted World game will finally hatch on March 29th. We have more Nintendo Switch headlines coming up, but first, another update from Mr. Koizumi.
How's it going so far?
Pretty good.
Next, we have a follow-up on the latest installment in one of our long-running series, Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Let's go.
Please have a look.
So that ending with it.
Let's do it.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
And that's it.
Get excited.
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family
Fargus.
and its
Fargus.
knights. To the east,
Fargus.
a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance.
The
Once
Lannisters.
consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
In the Fire Emblem Three Houses game, you are the hero the world needs. You start out as a mercenary traveling with a group led by your father, Geralt. After an unexpected incident reveals an unknown power hidden within, you'll travel to Garrick Mach Monastery, where you'll receive an offer to teach at the Officers' Academy. Around that same time, you alone begin to see a mysterious girl named Sothis, who appears within your mind.
She's 1,000 years old.
Of course. Of course, Jeff.
Garrick Mach Monastery lies at the center of 3 large
We
territories.
gotta create a character.
It is the home base of the Church of
Avatar
Seiros,
character.
the main religion of Fodlan, as well as the
choosing a
Knights
path.
of Seiros. Not only does the church serve to maintain order in Fodlan, its monastery also houses the Officers' Academy. Those who train there will go on to shoulder the future of Fodlan. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses. The Black Eagles is for students from the Adrestian Empire, including the House Leader and future Emperor, Edelgard. The Blue Lions boasts Prince Dimitri of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus as its house
What's
leader.
that Legends of the
This
Hidden
house is for
Temple show?
students from
They're like
his
the purple
kingdom.
monkeys,
The
the
Golden
yellow
Deer
rhinos.
is for students from the Lester
Which one you
Alliance.
gonna pick, Darby?
Their house leader is Claude, who is the heir of the noble
Those
family
antlers
that
look
leads
very
the Alliance.
impractical.
How you know they're cool?
As a professor, you will lead the students of one of these houses and instruct them. In addition to the house leaders, there are many other students to meet, each with their own unique personalities and skills. Which house will you choose?
We love this JRPG/dating sim, which is basically what Fire Emblem is.
Students are expected to
we're here for
travel
it.
to various lands, sometimes with the Knights of Seiros themselves, and gain real battle experience, including everything from defeating bandits to suppressing rebellions. These may be class assignments, but the stakes in each battle are very real. Whether your students live or die will depend on your leadership.
Pressure.
Strategize as the battle
Maybe a
progresses
bad
to
teacher
claim
will always
victory.
do.
At the Officers' Academy, your students will work diligently each day so that they may wield a
Come on,
variety of
Ferdinand.
weapons. Master the study of magic.
It's like Persona now.
Yeah, I know.
But you're
and
the teacher.
acquire special skills.
Oh, I never
such as
plugged it up.
horsemanship. You have been entrusted with their future, and it's up to you to guide each of them and help them hone their abilities. Through combat experience and study, you can help your students reach their full potential. Your students can also interact with each other at the academy, and by doing so, their bonds will strengthen, and they'll be
Bonds
able
will
to better
strengthen,
support
Darby.
each other on the battlefield.
There's a dragon thing. What? Do they just see into the future?
Hey, over here!
Forward, now!
3 territories. 3 houses. Your very own journey. Fire Emblem 3 Houses will release on July 26th.
Damn. Damn. That's not spring at all.
CD Darby.
So,
You can't
how does it
spin
look?
that. July is not spring. July is definitively
We
summer.
announced that Fire Emblem Three Houses would release this spring, but more development time will be necessary.
Okay.
And so the new release date is July 26th. That means we'll have to ask you to wait a little longer, but we hope you'll look forward to the next generation of Fire Emblem all the same.
I will indeed.
Indeed.
It looked cool.
Time for some more Nintendo
So
Switch
they had a special
headlines.
edition with a CD Darby soundtrack.
Ah, sweet.
Steelbook and all that kind of art book
In
and
this
stuff.
next entry of
Might
this
have to
iconic
consider
series,
that.
the last player standing wins.
I thought it looked cool
99
though.
players.
I think the anime cutscenes
Only
look
one
very
reigns
good.
supreme.
You know.
Is this gonna be a Tetris Battle
This
Royale?
is Tetris 99. The iconic puzzle game arrives with an online experience.
Yes,
like
it
no
is,
other.
Jeff. Look.
Nintendo Switch Online members.
Oh my god. What the hell?
Let's go.
If you're attacked with garbage, attack back to defeat the other
Attack
98
with the
players
garbage.
and become the sole survivor.
This is
Nintendo Switch Online members, be ready to join the fight. Tetris 99 will be available for download
Alex
later
is
today.
texting about it.
Look forward to battling it out
He must
in
be
upcoming
watching.
online events. Prepare to kill, survive.
Well, that's the real
or
Fortnite
die
killer, Jeff.
Dead by daylight.
Tetris Battle
Imagine
Royale.
this. You're alone.
What the hell?
Struck by fear, struggling to survive. And then you meet another survivor. But it's too late.
That's what I want to
Killer
watch
is upon
esports
you.
for, Jeff.
Now run.
yeah.
It's Tetris Battle Royale.
Yep.
Scavenge for items. Open the gates and escape with your life. Or take on the role of the killer to make the so-called survivors your
This is
next
definitely a visual downgrade.
terrifying.
Yeah, it looks pretty
Oh,
bad.
yes. Satisfying.
Yeah.
Just you wait. With loads of maps, characters, and cosmetics to earn, you'll experience a deep progression system while you're
This,
on the
I mean,
hunt or
I know
being
some of this
hunted.
stuff probably looks rougher
Discover
just
the
because
true
of our
meaning
connection
of
potentially,
horror
but
when
no.
Dead by Daylight creeps
No,
up
it
on
was pretty
Nintendo
bad.
Switch
It
this
was-
fall. This dog will ruin your day.
That wasn't me. Should I shield my eyes? Still need to do that. Deltarune. Okay. Oh,
Shame.
that is a shame.
Available. Yep. Okay, cool. Well, that's where I'm going to play it.
Nice. Yeah, I need to get around to playing
Now for a
Undertale.
message from the producer
Okay.
of the futuristic mech action game, Daemon X
Sooner
Machina.
than you think.
Hello everyone, I'm Kenichiro Tsukura, producer of Daemon X Machina, and I have some news for you. Later today, they'll be releasing a demo called Daemon X Machina Prototype Mission on Nintendo eShop for a limited time.
Nice.
The game is still in development, but in the demo you can battle through 4 different missions while exploring the
I'll
basic
give it a
controls and customizations of your personal mech known as an
Limited time demo, I got to get
You
on
can
that.
also experience a boss battle in the final mission.
Absolutely.
So please try it out.
Definitely interested in this game. Visually looks
After
pretty
playing
cool.
the demo, we'd like to hear your feedback. We'll be conducting a short online survey by sending an email invite to some players who try out prototype missions. If you weren't selected for the survey, we also welcome your feedback via social media. We appreciate your feedback and hope to make this game the best it can be. We have more to say about Daemon X Machina, so please follow the official Nintendo of America Twitter account so you can stay up to date on the latest information. Daemon X Machina should be launching this summer.
Do the surprise announcement that it's
With
in the
that in
Gravity
mind,
Rush
the
universe.
development team is working hard right now, so please stay tuned.
Realistic racing is headed for Nintendo Switch.
Oh, hell yeah, right?
Grid
Forza.
Autosport comes fully loaded with a mix of high-speed thrills, believable handling, and a difficulty level that scales to your skills. You'll feel like a pro racer as you master the world's fastest cars to win motorsport's most exhilarating races. From the prestigious circuit of Spa-Francorchamps to the narrow city streets of Barcelona, all DLC is included with 100 cars, 100 circuits, and some welcome additions like
Ooh,
motion
some
controls
squiggly
and
lines,
custom
alright.
controls. Players can race online or locally, and 2 players can race split screen on a single system. From street racing to demolition derby, when Grid Autosport speeds onto Nintendo Switch in summer 2019.
We're filling up the summer.
Enter the Viking Age to experience Senua's journey again,
this
or
is
for the very first time.
after Microsoft
Created
buying.
in collaboration with neuroscientists and people who experience psychosis, Hellblade pulls players deep
Sweet.
into the mind of Senua. This broken Celtic warrior will embark on a haunting vision quest through Viking hell to fight for the soul.
I don't know
of
how
Denmark.
exactly it works with
Hellblade has
Ninja.
won
Like,
multiple
does
awards,
Microsoft
including
own
BAFTAs for performance,
Hellblade?
Yeah.
Do they have any say in that, or is
British
Ninja
Game,
Theory is
and
still
Game
kind of
Beyond
free to do.
Entertainment.
Whatever
Find
they
I have
out
no
why
idea.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice releases on Nintendo Switch this spring.
If Microsoft did have a say in it, which they very well might
The
have.
Nintendo Switch lineup just keeps getting stronger. Mortal Kombat 11 proves the saga 25 years
So
in the
strange.
telling is far from over. With all new custom
Is there gonna be any
character
blood
variations,
in
plus
this
new
Nintendo
characters
Direct?
and returning veterans taking up the fight.
I don't think so.
In a fresh new
Nope.
adventure, Unravel 2 sees players take control of two
Kind of
adorable
forgot
Yarnies.
it wasn't already on Switch. to be
Control both Yarnies on your own in single player, or play with a friend in
Gotta
local
tell a
co-op.
downgrade.
For some
honest.
puzzling
Switch definitely seems
platforming
like a
fun,
better place for it,
Unravel
but
2
yeah,
comes to
but it's
Nintendo
also
Switch
kind
March
of
22nd.
more visually.
For the first
in
time
depth
on
than you would
Nintendo
think.
Switch, experience Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered
It's
with
just
revamped gameplay and features
This
tailored
week.
to the system like motion aiming and
It's
touch
still
input.
big for people. I thought it was
Set
gonna
in
be
the
like we're
American
bringing all the
Revolution,
Assassin's
explore
Creeds or
one of the most
something.
iconic eras in history.
Do they have the
and
other
fight for
Assassin's
freedom and
Creeds?
independence,
Like 1 and
usher
2
in
and
the
stuff,
rise
or
of the
they
nation.
just randomly have 3?
All the original downloadable
They're releasing
content
3
plus
anyway,
the
like on the
entire
other
standalone
systems.
game, Assassin's Creed Liberation
But so
Remastered,
they're just putting it on
will be
Switch as
included
well
when they
when they're
launch
doing
together
it,
on May
which is weird
21st.
because they announced.
Final Fantasy fans,
Please tonight,
better open your calendars.
because I'll play it.
We're excited to announce that Final Fantasy VII will find its new home on Nintendo Switch March 26th. We can also announce that Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody will release on March 20th. We're pleased to announce that Final Fantasy IX will journey onto Nintendo Switch later today.
Damn it! Why couldn't it be the other way around?
That's all
want
for
7
today's
to be
Nintendo
out
Switch
now.
headlines.
How's everything looking?
I do want to play 9 at
Well,
some
we
point
have a
too.
bit more
That
to
would be the
share in
second
this
time I
Nintendo
would have bought
Direct.
9.
Please stay with us until the end.
You say so.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Super anime. It's like, I don't know. It was reminding me of Nier Automata in some ways, just gameplay wise, but not visually at all.
Humanity
Yeah.
straight to damnation. Straight to damnation? You're the terrorist here! You don't understand. My heart goes out to you too. All because of how you were born. Doomed to be used by those idiots.
This looks like my kind of game.
It's interesting, yeah.
To your fate. Powerless.
It's like one of those that these are always games I could get into. But
Yeah.
Final stage.
What the hell are they?
for sure.
Why did you make them?
Ooh, okay. This is what the hit was.
So Nier, someone from Nier Automata. I mean, it definitely has Nier Automata
Astral Chain.
vibes.
Okay.
August. Looks very interesting.
Platinum.
Okay, sweet.
What you just witnessed is Astral Chain, a brand new action game in development at Platinum Games.
Sweet.
It looked like two characters were fighting together during battle, didn't it? I hope you're excited to learn more about how combat will play out in this game. Please stay tuned. And speaking of Platinum Games, I'm sure you're very curious about Bayonetta 3.
Bayonetta.
Rest assured, the developers of Bayonetta 3 are hard at work, and I hope you're looking forward to learning more.
I wonder if Astral Chain
Our
is
next
exclusive.
title will be the last announcement of the day. Please check it out.
2D Zelda.
Yep. Zelda.
Zelda,
Is this the rumor?
It's very old school looking.
There's rumor that there was like I think a Link Awakenings remake. Yep.
Okay.
Let's go.
I was thinking it looked very.
Change.
What the? Very jolly.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Goombas. (2019).
Did you ever play Link's Awakening?
I might have at some point, but I don't think that I can remember.
I think as a kid I tried and
So, what
was
did
not
you
smart
think?
enough.
At long last, 1993's Game Boy classic, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, will find new life on Nintendo Switch. After 26 years, it has been reborn as a new experience, and we'll have more to say in the future. Please look forward to its release.
Please.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you so much for watching.
No surprise smash car at the end? What is this bullshit?
There's no Smash Bros. I don't care.
Yeah. That's a lot, Darby.
Alrighty. Let's mute that. We can get into our post-direct discussion. I haven't decided if I'm going to put this out as a podcast or not, like on the podcast feed or not, but I suppose I'll figure it out.
A lot of tweets.
I'll just get the if I do so, I'll just get the audio from here. I should have had Audition open already, but whatever. This is fine. Okay, so yeah, just whenever you are ready, we can.
Okay. Just look at the special edition for 3 houses.
Yeah,
I might have to be in for that.
Yeah.
I need to see that price.
You know that soundtrack's gonna be amazing. It's probably gonna be too expensive, but I will consider it.
You'll
for
see
sure.
Game Steelbook, a 2020 calendar, art book. Ooh, that looks.
And these things are a lot of times just kind of overpriced anyway. Like I imagine it's gonna be probably a little too steep.
If
I had to,
I'm
wager,
at least gonna look. I got it pre-ordered right now, the regular version, but unfortunately, that's gonna be a thing of. That means I lose my 20% off discount thing.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But it is tempting. I mean, this is a game I care about enough, but
we will see.
We will see. I'm just happy we're getting it. Wished it was a little bit earlier, but I do think it was a good showing for Fire Emblem.
Indeed.
I want to go back and rewatch that. Yeah. I missed some of it because of the panic with the computer.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely need to kind of do that. Other than that, I don't know. I don't want to sound too pessimistic. Well, are we ready to just get into the
let's go for
discussion? Okay. Well, if I am putting this out as a podcast, I guess I'll introduce it. So, hey, hello, Jeffrey.
Hello, Darby.
I'm Darby Hallman. This is Jeff Mayo, and we just watched the Nintendo Direct for February 13th, 2019. And we are about to get into our post-direct discussions. And what I was about to get into, Jeff, is overall, I don't want to be too pessimistic because there was a lot of stuff here, and there was a lot of good stuff here, and a lot of stuff that I'm sure a lot of people are going to be very excited for. I think me personally, the only thing that I was really, I don't know, the only thing that I'm really going to be thinking about after this is the Fire Emblem showing. Mm-hmm. There's, for a lot of the rest of it is not really for me, which is fine. That is what it is. But I think there were some things that absolutely, like, there did not need to be, like, 5 minutes of Dragon Quest. I mean, that might be an exaggeration.
That's honestly...
That was weird.
Unless you think of something, I think that's the only thing where that was weirdly probably too long.
Yeah.
Though some people would probably argue Fire Emblem, but...
Yeah, but I mean, Fire Emblem is a brand new game coming out. Dragon Quest is a game that's been out for a very long time.
No, I agree.
A long time here, yeah.
I just know there'll be some people talking about
I think that was more just because Dragon Quest is huge, so they want to show that, and Square is probably like, you're going to show this. You know, I don't know.
Here's the weird thing. They could have, make Dragon Quest probably still one of the ones they were showing off the most, but just by showing what's different or just the general premise. They started out fine just showing, hey, the general thing of the game. Yeah. And then they went into, hey, you can collect items from the ground and stuff. You can do quests and all that stuff. Like, that stuff wasn't needed.
That's just the game.
Show the general premise like a regular trailer did. Show people who may not be, for some reason, don't know as much to it. And then go into, hey, the orchestral track is in here.
Yeah,
which is big for a lot of people.
To be fair, that I'm crapping on their showing here, but that is one of the biggest announcements of this entire thing. Hey, that's one of the biggest things that will make me go buy that game.
Hey, something that's also very cool. You can switch to the retro style that was unique to the 3DS version that was just in Japan. They had to buy separate versions in this, but you can switch it just buying this one game.
Right.
That's big as well.
It's very big stuff.
And a bunch of new quests and stuff that they're going to...
Do we know if this stuff... I mean, we literally just saw this. Do we know if this stuff is exclusive to Switch, or is this just...
They said it's exclusive to Switch. They haven't announced it for PS4, which is the stuff for PS4.
Interesting.
But it could just because it's called Dragon Quest XI S, like Definitive Edition, that it could be it's exclusive because the PS4 version, if there is one, is not going to be called S. Maybe. Right. But as of right now, this Definitive Edition, as far as I know, has only been confirmed for the Switch, which getting all that is huge.
Yeah.
And leads into the more thing of, hey, they might have talked about a Dragon Quest character.
You're going to get a lot of people to double dip, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to get it and replay it anytime soon.
No, you definitely shouldn't. But
if I'm to replay it down the line, I will get the Switch version.
I feel like it's likely for me to get it now because I was already interested in getting it.
I know you want to. Yeah, you said you want to play it. Just wait for this version.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
there's no way. Like, this is just better and other than maybe graphically some, but.
I did almost get that Steam version during the winter sale because it was a little bit off, but I would way rather pay $20 more and get the orchestral stuff and just everything else that's going to be in here.
Plus support Dragon Quest,
Because honestly, like, that soundtrack is just so bad in the normal game, and I really struggle to see me do that for $100, especially coming off of Persona. But it was a joy to turn on that game every single time because of the soundtrack. It was just like, God, that Dragon Quest stuff is just grating. Like, I don't know if I could have done it. Yeah. Because music is very important to me. But.
Yeah, so you want to go down the list?
Yeah, sure.
Started out with Mario Maker 2, baby.
I kind of forgot when I was talking about big announcements. Yeah, that's huge. I mean,
that's going to be one of the biggest games for this year.
Yeah, I mean, like, we expected, we just assumed we had to see either some weird Mario Maker port or a sequel for the Switch because Mario Maker was just way too big. So yeah, of course it's here, but seems like they're adding a lot of stuff. There's a lot of the 3D world stuff in there.
That just kind of visual stuff. I'm interested to see like
slopes.
Slopes, and just you can just tell they added just a whole bunch of things you can use to make the game. It looks like they definitely tried to do stuff to make it work better with the fact you're using it on the Switch. And I'm interested to see if there's a difference between like the new Super Mario Bros. Like depending how they do it, like just double check because when we were doing it, the visual quality was not the best on our screen. If there's a difference, when they were doing the whole 3D world stuff, like does that look different than the new Super Mario Bros. U style? Is that a different style? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. I'd like to see it side by side.
Yeah. So that's very exciting. That's a game I will definitely get day one.
What was the release day on that?
I think I just have June. I don't think they said an exact date.
Okay.
So around E3 time.
I mean, yeah, that's a immediate buy, and I'm sure that's going to be one that we, like, a week later are like, holy shit, Mario Maker is selling so much, Yeah. If it already sold really well on the Wii U, it's going to sell like crazy.
Indeed. Next thing they went
I could
into
just kind of let this. I could go back and kind of let it play through the direct some if you want. You can keep talking.
Next game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Not that surprising that this was here. Oh.
This
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Yeah, of course, it's going to be here. It's their exclusive Marvel game.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going to talk about it.
Of course.
I mean, same thing.
I
It looks
imagine a lot
fine.
of these heroes are new. I kind of forgot what they showed.
I
at
think
Game
so.
Awards,
I think
to be honest.
I don't know if Captain Marvel was new or not.
Still don't think the game looks very good visually, but I know that's not exactly what they're going for. Like, it's not a game for me, but
No.
I understand that a lot of other people.
Yeah.
It's really exciting for. And
Yeah, this doesn't
I get
change
that.
my opinions on the game. But it looks fun. It looks like it'll be a fun little group thing for people who are into this.
Yeah.
So
I would be more excited about future Nintendo.
Yeah, it's coming from in summer.
Future Nintendo.
Now, this
Marvel
is the thing that's going to be interesting when we
crossovers.
talk about the end. There are a lot of summer games, like June and in those next couple months.
Yeah, I felt like
But
that
don't
was
feel like
what
it's
I was
much
thinking.
in the next couple months, but we'll get into that to see if I'm missing anything.
Yeah, like it seems like they really start in like June. And then there's like several games that was just generic summer.
Yeah, so we'll get into that. Yeah, Box Boy and Box Girl, April 26th. I guess that's an April game, but this is obviously a smaller eShop title. I can't remember who makes this. I think it might be HAL Laboratories. I might be wrong. Who is like, you know...
Are they the Death Squared people? Wait.
HAL Laboratories is like... am I getting things messed up? It's the company Sakurai used to work with.
Okay.
They make this now. And I've heard really good things about these games. You know, there's just smaller, little fun eShop titles. Looks like it's just a little fun puzzle game.
Yeah, it looks clever.
Yeah. So, and...
Is it a multiplayer thing?
Yeah. They added...
Yeah.
I think this might be new to this. Is 2-player, April 26th. So, that'll be a fun little thing that I can see myself getting into. Might be a fun thing for us both to play together.
Yeah, I can do it. Well.
It might have stopped the live thing, so you might need to refresh it.
It's just, I think the stream's just down.
Yeah, you might need to go to Nintendo's thing and they'll have a new video up or something.
All right, I mean, it's not the most important thing for us to have.
Okay, next thing. They talked about the Smash version 3.0 update. Just pretty much saying it exists. It's a thing that's happening. Didn't really go into much details. Yeah, there we go. They showed off Joker's model for like 2 seconds and saying that he will be out by the end of April. So it is probably a thing of, hey, when we're done, that's when you're going to get Joker.
Right. So there's, I mean, at least they have a time frame that, like, this is the latest. So I'm expecting him sometime in April, basically, is what I think that means.
Which goes along with what we were thinking. Like,
yeah, that's
likely
reasonable. Thing. I really wish they could have shown some gameplay. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. It was a bummer just getting the little glimpse of his model, and that's it. But
yeah. You know, so we might get another April Direct or something. They showed that off and then announced the next character.
Yeah, because they have to announce that next character at some point.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they might not until E3. But
they might not.
It's definitely possible.
I think, the Captain Toad. They was talking about little update things or whatever. Free update. Get some co-op stuff. Play co-op, which fun. And they announced some DLC levels for 18 new courses that look very, very neat.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Yep.
Yeah, hey.
Which I'm like, ugh. I want.
You don't need to buy this entire game again for just
they have a little package deal thing for the DLC. I don't know if like it costs you less to do it, but yeah.
Wait, so you can just buy just the DLC?
Or I mean, obviously you buy just the DLC. No, I think there's a package thing so you can buy the DLC and the game in one package. I don't know if it's you pay less if you do it that way or not.
Yeah.
So.
Cannot get this.
And some stuff is available purchased today. So that's fun.
Today.
Next
cool, yeah.
game.
People really like that game, including Jeff Mayo right here.
Yep. So I'll look into
I'm
that,
too much
see.
of a dumb kid for it.
Yeah. Bloodstained's the next game. It's coming out in the summer. Looks cool.
It does. It doesn't look that much different, but it's good to. It was cool to see it again.
Yeah, I don't know, like, as far as like the release date announcing or Switch or anything, if like announcing it for for the summer for the Switch has any significance, or if that was already known or what.
Yeah, I don't keep up with this enough to really know.
Yeah, so
I honestly wasn't even sure it was coming to Switch. I really haven't kept up that close to it.
Yeah. Oh, Curse of the Moon came, or whatever the little demo thing is. So
okay,
so it makes sense if this came to.
I mean, I think it's pretty much coming to everything. It was a big deal when they said that it's no longer coming to Vita. So it really was coming to everything, I think.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So that was just generic summer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next game, Dragon Quest Builders 2, which I know a bunch of people are excited for. This is already on Japan, I think.
So is it not out here?
Nope.
Like not even on PS4 or anything else?
No, I do not believe so.
Okay, I thought this game was out. I could have sworn.
The original one's out. This is 2.
I know the original. Yeah. I thought 2 was out too. Maybe it was just
you
Japan.
might have just saw it in Japan.
Yeah.
And if you saw people playing it, I think people played the Japanese demo. So, yeah, people are excited for this. It looks, good. You get that little Minecraft
cute,
thing.
Jolly. It's
like Minecraft with a story and just a bunch of Dragon Quest stuff in it. Which, honestly, if I were to play a game like this is what I would prefer.
This would be Jeff's Minecraft if he was to do it.
I mean, yeah.
Might as well do the one with the Dragon Quest skin.
Yep. And the next thing, as we talked about earlier, they get into Dragon Quest 11S, which comes out this fall, which I think is kind of significant, again, because as far as I know, there's not a release date for Japan, or it might have been announced in this, in the Japanese Direct. So it looks like we're getting it at least, a lot closer to Japan, if not at the exact same time, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense that the voices are done and everything, but what makes this significant?
I just do think that, like, you said the same thing for it releasing last year, at least its American release, that it would have done so much better had it released a few months before, or even like 1 month before, because it came out in like September, and it was like right when the games start picking up. I feel like the same exact thing's going to happen here. Like
probably
this summer would be the perfect time for this to come out, but instead it's going to come out
September,
actually,
October. Maybe not this summer.
I mean, I still think for this type of game, I mean, because come out, like, I want to play this game, but honestly, chances are I probably won't play it until this time next year, because this fall I'm probably going to be playing a bunch of games that I'm not even aware of right now, like Last of Us, and like stuff like that. I still think that the fall is a bad time for this game, but maybe it just couldn't be helped.
Yeah. So yeah, what's significant about this that we discussed earlier, they had the orchestral soundtrack. It sounds like they said. I want to maybe hear that wording in to make sure it's like just everything. Like,
yeah, take that with a grain of salt.
I think they said field and battle, which is their important thing.
Yeah, I wonder why is that a thing now and wasn't before? Like, I
don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they just came to some.
They may shell the money out to the composer, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's huge either way, but
yeah. And you get to play. You can switch to the retro version, which was exclusive to the Japanese 3DS version.
Which is still such a strange thing. It's like, I don't know how. Like,
I wonder how significant. Yeah, the changing it is.
How do you design this game where it can be played both?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is the traversal and everything just that simplistic that you can just make it 2D and it's no different? Like, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how big the changes are, but
yeah,
it's cool.
I mean, I know it's cool. It's just like, I don't know how.
Yeah. And for people who may not be into the English voice acting, the Japanese audio will be in this version as well,
which is cool.
Yeah, so
always good. I'm excited. I really wish it was sooner. But.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next thing as well. Disney's Tsum Tsum Fest in 2019. Yeah. Yep. Rune Factory 4 Special. Starlink, sorry. It's a Star Fox update thing that focuses on the Star Wolf team, or those are your enemies. You're playing as Falco, Slippy, and Peppy to do missions there, and you can go back and do the Star Fox missions.
It's cool to see the partnership continue. It's obvious that I think they just wish they could make a Star Fox game instead of Starlink, and maybe they will in the future. But
and I feel like this is one of those things that shows, hey, this sold the best on Switch.
Yeah.
Not that that's surprising.
I mean, it seems obvious that They probably wish that Star Fox deal was a thing at the beginning, so that
Yeah.
could have just been the game. Because it seems like that's what they're pushing the most is all the Star Fox stuff.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, all this new stuff will obviously be exclusive to the Switch version. That will be available in April.
More Ubisoft Nintendo partnerships.
Yep. Next thing, Room Factory 4 Special.
I have nothing to do.
Some of the most very generic JRPG stuff.
Yep.
And something that will make, I'm sure, some people very happy. They announced Rune Factory 5.
Yeah.
Cool. And then we got the Oninake, a new game from Square Enix from the I Am Setsuna Lost Sphere team.
Yeah, which this looks cool. I mean, it looks kind of a similar art style to I Am Setsuna. I didn't see all that much of Lost Sphere, but it looks improved. It looks similar but improved. And I'm way more. Lost Sphere seemed underwhelming. I was interested in I Am Setsuna, but it's like, one of these games I want to jump into,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe this will be the first one.
That's Personas,
and it's like has Persona vibes.
Yeah, no, it looks really neat.
Which that's a way into my heart now.
Yep, it's coming out during the summer,
like everything does.
Yeah, it's weird. Sorry, that's like the first time we ever said that.
I know, it's weird.
But
last summer it was just like Octopath Traveler had it to itself.
Yeah. And I imagine this is one of those things that are probably coming out on PS4 as well.
Yeah. All the other ones did.
Next game, Yoshi's Crafted World. They go over that some. And they show off some cool little things. Again, my opinion does not change. Like, this looks neat and charming and all that kind of stuff. But
and if I had a kid, of course. But
honestly, if I heard like it was the least bit challenging, my interest would go up a fair amount. I probably still want to get it. Yeah, honestly, because there's too much stuff. But
I don't think it would be enough for me to get it either.
But it would at least jump up to when there's a sale thing. Like, I've seen Kirby on sale and stuff. I'm like,
But Bert the Ball, Jeff.
Yeah. So this game looks neat. Coming out March 29th, which has already been announced, and there is a demo that's coming out soon. I'll give that a try. Because why not?
Why not?
Then they go into something Darby and I were very excited about. Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Some would say the peak of the Direct.
Some might say that.
Not many people probably, but we would, or at least I would. No, this is one of my most anticipated games, and I mean, I think this was a really good showing. I mean, it's
the only thing was, it might be just because of the thing. It looked like with the cutscene stuff a little framey.
Yeah, even this kind of does.
I think it looks better.
Yeah, some of that might be streaming and all this. We need to see it after the fact, but it did look framey. But actually, just looking at the models and everything, it seems like the cutscenes are obviously way better than we've ever seen.
Well, the models in general are just a big step up, no matter how you look at it.
Because I mean, like the console games were so long ago, like in the Wii and then GameCube and going back and everything, and then since then it's been the 3DS games. Those obviously don't look, the best, even when they're doing their bigger cutscenes. Mm-hmm. This, like I said, I don't think I'm wrong in saying that this kind of seems like a way more modern Fire Emblem. It seems like a more modern RPG, and the cutscenes look like a real anime cutscene,
Yeah. Oh, and Dari, something that we probably did not think about during it because it was not there. Waifu pandering.
You're right. Hey, there was none.
There still could be like the whole marriage thing potentially in there, but I mean, there's no Camilla-like design.
Well, marriage is not inherently like.
Yeah, I know.
Having relationships, I'm fine with. It's this character's boobs are always out in the size of her head, and it's just like we know what we're talking about here.
Yeah,
but you're right. No, this looked more respectable, I think.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
It looks it's very anime, but it looks respectable. It looks like a respectable JRPG that I can show to people, and that it's not constantly pandering to just weird stuff. Yeah.
And they go into the story of the whole 3 houses and stuff, and your avatar, which you choose between a male and female, like past games. I don't know like how much of a customization thing there is, and they didn't show that off, which is fair. You're a teacher in you have the 3 different countries or kingdoms, and you're in a neutral zone where people from all 3 kingdoms come together, and you're a teacher there. And I guess you kind of build your relationship, like, and decide which ones you go, Yeah,
I wonder if they're gonna go anywhere near a Fates type of route where like you're legitimately like my game will be different than yours depending on which one of these
That'd be
factions
dope.
I align with. It would be cool. It seems like a lot of work, but then again, Fates, they made 2 different games.
Like
you know?
that cutscene in the background. I hope that's something that's like a constant thing.
You just keep on.
So yeah, showing off all the
We're in the middle of recording something.
main characters, doing a little dialogue. Okay. Talking to your students. Raphael, blah blah blah.
It's alright. Okay. Hey. Sorry.
So right now, as far as we know, they're going into like where we're watching the training and battle thing or whatever. Right now, it doesn't like, unless I'm forgetting something they said earlier. You're just fighting bandits right now. There's nothing like fighting armies right now. That might be something that comes in later. Like you do a little, you fight bandits. I can see it like you're fighting bandits and stuff for a while, and you're getting to know the students, and then suddenly at some point, the kingdoms are at war, and you got to kind of maybe pick sides or something.
Yeah. I'm hoping they like. I feel like with the whole 3 houses thing, they're setting that up. There has to be a choice there. You know, there has to be something involved. And like it'll probably end up.
And they got some Persona vibes with this stuff,
which I'm down. I'm so down for.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, I think we all know like Fire Emblem, part of almost like Persona. You know, Persona.
With all those skills and stuff.
Yeah,
type things.
It looks a lot deeper in that aspect. And I mean, Persona, we love it because it's an awesome.
Laws.
It's an awesome RPG and an awesome like visual novel, basically. And then Fire Emblem is a very similar way. Like we don't really say it, but we love it because it's an awesome JRPG, very strategy based and tactical. But you also build relationships with everyone, and it's half dating.
This sets up stuff potentially doing it more with the whole school thing. And they're showing something with Edelgard, or however you pronounce her name, that she had to take an exam to change classes. I wonder how that exactly works. They have all this fancy stuff going on. It's like he was looking to the future or something, that type of thing. I don't know.
Time travel,
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably going to be some crazy mumbo jumbo.
Yep, curious to watch this again with all the audio.
I'm super hyped, and I have a feeling that we're going to still be in the minority of being super hyped.
Yeah, people are gonna.
I'm a little worried about this game, performing. I am like so in, but
honestly, I feel like I mean, we'll have to see. I feel like the people that are saying this is about a lot of people that don't speak for like a lot of people. Oh yeah, and this comes out July 26th.
Yeah, it just seems like an awesome mix of like the new Awakening style Fire Emblem, and you know, but it's not like pandering too much. It's like a really like well made. I don't know.
Yep, and as he's
a lot of extra elements on
he's
it.
about to say, Darby pointed out really quick, like, that's not spring. And you're right, he may have said, now I know we said spring, but it needs a little extra time. So we're doing July 26th. I appreciate they gave an exact date and not say fall.
Yeah.
They gave an exact date, and that just means, we're probably not going to get I guess, at least not for a while, a regular direct or Fire Emblem focused direct. We might not get one at all, because that just means Fire Emblem Three Houses is going to be at E3.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
They still might do one, like, let's say in May, to show off a whole bunch of stuff for the people who really care about Fire Emblem. And then show off like another like final trailer thing during E3, so they're not focusing solely on showing a whole bunch of Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
So
it's basically taking the Octopath Traveler spot from last year, time-wise.
Yep,
but we're close to it, but I'm a lot more likely to play and finish this one than I am.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to jump back into Octopath after I beat Persona, and I just got my teeth kicked in by this boss, and I'm like, I'm probably never finishing this game. To be honest, like, I've got lost.
Yep, so Fire Emblem, hype. Me and Darby still hype.
So hype.
This is, I imagine this made you more excited, just what we
saw. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was happy. I was like, I was worried about, a subpar showing, but I could have stood to see a little bit more gameplay, I guess, or like focused gameplay, but you needed to like introduce the story and do all this.
I feel like
stuff.
what's good about this, and I'm interested to see if people agree, disagree, or like how they presented this. I kind of liked they did show the story and stuff, but since we now know this thing's not coming up for another 5 months,
they're
setting up the setting and showing
there's time
how how it's different from other ones, how this game might be different from the past couple of Fire Emblem games or Fire Emblem games in general we've gotten.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of a good thing to show. Because honestly, the combat's the combat. It's a Fire Emblem combat, so I know there are going to be some differences there, but
yeah,
they can show that during a general Fire Emblem.
It could be interesting. Like every Fire Emblem has like a absolute massive amount of characters, and it could be cool for that massive amount of characters to be split between these three different things.
100%.
Yeah,
that's happening.
Yeah, which would be cool and could give like Radiant Dawn type vibes, where it's like, oh, maybe you're just working with this group, for this section, and
Indeed,
I'm very excited. I don't know. It did everything I wanted it to. I'm in.
Darby, are you ready to talk about the game of the Direct?
Well, we just
Tetris 99.
Is that next?
So we were like, wait, this go back just real quick to that. I'm like, wait, that Tetris? So then the 99 is like, wait, are they really going to do Tetris Battle Royale? And you bet they are.
You bet they are. So Jeff, is Fortnite doomed?
Fortnite is doomed, Darby.
I think this is the Fortnite killer, you guys.
This is the kind of silly thing I can enjoy.
I just kind of like that Tetris just is like going as bizarre as it can to stay relevant nowadays between Puyo Puyo Tetris, Tetris Effect, and then now Tetris Battle Royale. It's just like, how can we take the most simple game? How can we take the most simple game and just make it crazy?
I'm going to call it now. This game may not be the most successful thing ever, but it is going to have a hardcore following. And it's available later today.
No, Jeff, I am so excited to see some tournament with like $200,000 on the line or something to see who wins Tetris Battle Royale.
And
I would be so excited. Do you have anything else on Tetris? Because I do.
No, that looks cool. I'm
legitimately thinking.
I want to see the price and everything.
It can legitimately be fun. I mean, not for me. I hate Tetris, but.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And they showed up Dead by Daylight, which
looks pretty bad.
One of the worst showings in this Direct. Dead by Daylight's a fine game. The problem is it just looks so bad on the Switch.
It looks pretty darn bad.
Like I understand that the downgrade, but dear Lord, this.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Huge downgrade.
Don't really know what to say. It looks like a PS3 game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man. Next thing, kind of exciting. Deltarune. Cool little fun little trailer.
With the
Chapter 1.
The censored trailer.
February 28th, so soon.
Free.
On the Switch.
Free. Yeah, I need to see I need to finally play Undertale.
I got it downloaded on my Switch.
And it was like $8 on Switch or something like that. I need to just get it and play it.
Indeed.
It would not,
so this is a
like
cool announcement. I imagine this is probably one of those things that is also on PS4 and stuff.
I also love the spoiler-free trailer. It was pretty good.
Yep. Dogs. Unfortunately, they didn't. Then said it doesn't have this many dogs. Makes me sad. Daemon X Machina.
This game is still a wild card for me. Like it could, I feel like this game could still just be shallow. Like it could just be style, but not much substance. I think that's definitely still on the table.
I can't disagree.
yeah, but. Just from generally looking at it, I mean, it's striking. I mean, it just looks cool. It looks
style
badass.
Is dope. But the important thing is there's a demo, limited time demo today,
which I will probably go play.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of those things. I wonder if there were other demo things, but that's something we should try before the podcast. Both of us give it a try so we talk about it.
I agree. Yeah,
100%. And they add a summer 2019 date. Another one.
Another one.
I'm curious to count out what's all coming out during the summer for the Switch, because dear Lord.
I just worry about I've never really played a mech game before, and I just worry that there's I don't know how much variety you can really have in a game like that. I just worry that by the time I get to the end of it, I'm just really tired of flying around and shooting robots. Yeah. I don't know.
It's one of those things, unless we absolutely love the demos, probably those things, let's wait to see reviews and impressions and stuff.
I would hope it's not that long of a game.
Yeah. Plus, by the looks of things, we're going to be busy in summer anyway. Just based off the Switch. Which
is weird. I mean, I haven't been picking up my Switch too often as of late, so I'll be happy to maybe in the summer be doing that more.
We got Grid Autosport, this game, the racing game. Looks fine. Available in the summer. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice is kind of surprising.
It's a surprise, yeah. Especially just with Ninja Theory being bought by Microsoft. Now, neither me or Jeff really knows how exactly that's working right now.
Yeah,
like,
how that works.
Because obviously Hellblade came out like long, a good bit before that.
Yeah, and
happened.
the fact that it doesn't have like a publisher, right? Like,
no, it's independent.
Yeah. I was trying to remember because Outer Worlds and stuff has a publisher, not Microsoft, so that's the way that's gonna.
I mean, the exciting thing you want to see this and say like, oh wow, Microsoft let them do that, but it could be just that they still have the rights to do whatever they want with Hellblade at this point. I mean, they already.
And
had
it's
enough.
also a thing. Probably let's say Microsoft does have say in this.
You could also see them.
It's also like, well, this game's been out for a little bit. It's already on PS4 and stuff. We already have it on our Game Pass thing. Let's put it on Switch so we at least get some more money off of it.
And they might have already been working on the Switch thing even before that deal happened.
That's also true.
Yeah.
That's also almost a year ago, so who knows?
Who knows, yeah.
But this is still cool. I got the PS4 version, so that's obviously what I'm going to be playing.
It's a cool game, and it's cool for more people to, to get it.
Next, they go for a little montage thing, just kind of real quick. They go over Mortal Kombat 11. They show that off real quick.
Yeah.
Nothing
new. It's just
it reaffirms. I think it's still coming out the same day.
No
as the other one versions.
No blood and gore in this Nintendo trailer. It's probably the first Mortal Kombat trailer with no blood and gore.
Yeah. Unravel 2, which is a cool game. Like, that's a good game for the Switch.
Yeah, no, it's a good fit. Like you said, definitely looks like a little worse, a little downgrade. Because that game,
it looks pretty significant.
That game is pretty like beautiful, realistic looking, and like kind of. It looks like it would be like intensive on the console.
Assassin's Creed 3. This is not a surprise to anyone because it was already announced for Xbox and PS4, and people on like Ubisoft website posters also coming to Switch. I don't know why they had to wait to show it here. It's
like I say, it's weird though if 1 and 2 and some of the other ones aren't. It'd be weird if 3. It's just randomly there's 3.
Yeah,
it's a little.
No, it's just that for some reason Ubisoft decided to port 3, so I was like, might as well put on the Switch as well. And yeah, Final Fantasy 7. They're like, we know you're waiting for this. It's coming out March 26th.
Yeah, which is
please be excited.
Longer away than I thought. I wish it was the other way around because we're about to get to Final Fantasy 9.
Well, Chocobo's mystery thing.
Whatever.
Available March 20th. They're just putting all these things close together. Yeah, Final Fantasy 9 is available later. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get this.
Really? Have you ever bought it? Because
no,
I bought it on PS3.
I have not actually bought 9.
Good for you. Good for you, man.
Yeah,
good for you.
So might as well buy it on Switch.
Yeah, I bought it on PS3, and there's no way I'm digging out my PS3. So I might get it too, but God, I buy these games so many times.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing:
like,
if I get it on Switch is definitively like in Segment 7, the one I'm gonna play it on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's awesome.
But I want you to play 7 first.
I'm probably not gonna get to this right away. It might just one of the things I just go ahead and maybe get like. So I have it.
I imagine it's $10 like all these normally are.
Yeah, I'll look it up and see at some point. Let's see. Next thing, they get into the final 2 games. Done with all the headlines, fancy headlines. And we go into a new game from Platinum Games.
Oh, okay.
And Kamiya. Hideki, I think that's the first thing. Kamiya.
The more I think about this trailer, the more I'm into it. At first,
skip it a little so we get to
when it first happened.
You're like, what is this?
Yeah, I was a little like, okay. I mean, it's super over the top animated.
But
stuff,
it's from Platinum and Kamiya, guy who did Bayonetta and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I looked. It's exclusive to Switch.
Nice.
So that's 2 Platinum games exclusive to Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm curious when it gets to the names. There was a Nier person. I want to see like what their role was.
Seems like Platinum works on so much at one time. Like, I mean, they have multiple teams, I'm sure, but
they 100% do. But this game looks dope.
It looks. I mean, like it looks like a game that the gameplay was a very big focus, and it just looks like the. I mean, it gives me Nier vibes, but honestly, I'm a little more interested gameplay in this than Nier.
And
like, Nier's always felt a little. I don't know. I don't really like Nier's gameplay, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I respect it, but I'm not a huge fan. This, for some reason, looks better than me. Some of I'm still worried about the story kind of being too stupid for me, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Yeah, style looks cool with all cities. I'm interested to see how explorable it is and how that's gonna work. Monster design look cool.
Very explorable. I kind of hope this is just a game, just to go straight through. But I don't know. We'll see.
I just say that because they're showing you walking through the city and stuff, so I was curious to see like how in depth that is.
Yeah.
But this has a release date. I think. Okay, let's see. Character designer. Don't recognize that name. So that. Okay, Kamiya, 141 Bayonetta. Hype.
There was someone from the year. It was director.
Director.
The director. From
That was a good.
Wait, so that's not the dude man with the mask, is? No, he's Yoke or something.
No. But that comes out August 30th. They just went ahead and announced that date. Exclusive from Platinum. That's exciting.
Yeah. A little bit maybe away from some of the other summer games, but still in the summer.
Yeah. Still technically.
Still close to.
Let me think. Yeah. So, and then we get into the final announcement, which is Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, the 2D Zelda game we were promised, Darby.
Yep, a complete remake. Very, very jolly art style.
Very jolly. This is people, were wanting another. It's a Zelda game. It's a 2D Zelda game. This Link's Awakening remake has been rumored forever.
Now, do you think this is going to be a more accessible version of it? Or do you think they're going to really make it like it looks better, but it's just as kind of convoluted in game design as the original?
I think they're going to make it at least a little more accessible. I think that is a guarantee.
I mean, because I'll be honest, if it's not more accessible, I'm not super interested because I just don't have time for it either. Yeah. That's just a game design that I respect from where it is, but I don't have.
I like how the styling of the Legend of Zelda is like Breath of the Wild, like in the title thing.
Oh, okay.
It looked more reminiscent of.
I thought you meant this, and I'm like,
no,
I don't see that, but this, yeah.
So our style caught me off guard a little bit, and it's like, no, it's just jolly.
But the more I saw it, yeah, I agree with you. At first, I was like,
but I see it's like, hey, this is supposed to.
I get the vibe. You just had to understand the vibe it was going for. And
plus, it's a 2D Zelda game, so it's good. They always do. I feel like some interesting thing with art styles. Typically, they've been more cartoony.
Yeah,
and this coming out in 2019 at some point. So, people wondering about them filling up their 2019 lineup. Well, this answers a lot of the questions. As far as how they're going to fill it up. I'm trying to think what...
Obviously, notable no-shows, Metroid Prime Trilogy, Animal Crossing.
That's the big one.
Pokemon, which neither me or you really expected, but...
That's,
just as far as games that we know or we know or at least think are on the horizon that we didn't see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just remember with the Astral Chain, he mentioned afterwards they're still working on Bayonetta.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Who knows when we'll see that?
Hopefully.
So yeah,
I hope it's
I'm trying to think. Yeah, if there are any other major things that we that they were missing from it that we already knew about / suspected. Didn't see Retro's game.
Yeah.
So who knows about that? I'm just gonna look real quick because for people who do not know, the direct was kind of leaked or whatever. Or some person who actually now knows their stuff, I'll get into why in a minute, said the direct was happening this day. It happened, and he also posted a list of games. These are the list of the games that he said. Pikmin 3 didn't happen. Mario Maker 2. There we go.
Wait, so he was saying all these were for the direct?
Not for the direct. He knows they were coming. They could be in the direct. He wasn't sure.
Right.
Mario Maker 2. It happened.
Yep.
Box Boy.
Yeah.
2D Zelda.
So it's pretty small.
And Pokemon.
Yeah. Well,
so he nailed this.
Yeah. And those are, for the most part, pretty easy guesses aside from Box Boys. I assume that's probably right.
Yeah.
And Mario Maker 2 right off the bat.
Yep. They honestly, the more we were leaning toward his direct and hearing the rumors, I figured. Part of me was thinking, unless there was like a Smash announcement, that they were gonna maybe end / close with Zelda and Mario Maker.
Just didn't know which one would be what.
Part of me thought it was gonna be the reverse.
Yeah, I think that could have worked too.
It would have worked either way. Starting with the Zelda thing, like, what's this?
Yeah,
and then like, okay.
But
either way works.
With that Zelda trailer, I think I like that at the end with the whole animated thing leading into
just leading. Ending with it, and because Mario Maker, it was instantly like, oh, Mario Maker.
It was like,
Zelda's a good. Yeah, you're right. The way they did Zelda's a good close. Like, what is this? I'm sure some people got it right away.
Yeah,
and
which
I saw Link right away. The only reason I hesitated saying it because it's like it's Link's Awakening, right? That's the name. Because I just kind of fuzzy on the name for whatever
I didn't
reason.
get that much. I just got what he said. We have one more now, so I was like, okay, 2D.
The moment I saw it was old school Link. It was like Link's Awakening.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, very old school.
So
I'm gonna be super interested because I feel like that game could be kind of contentious if they change a lot of it, because there's gonna be people who don't want them to change it, and then there's gonna be people like me that's like, to be honest, they have to change it for me to be interested in it, just because. Again, that older style of Zelda, I just don't have the patience.
This is the way I look. This is the way I look at it. This is probably the way it's going to be because, well, I'm pretty sure I played Link's Awakening at some point. Obviously, I was too young. I can barely remember. So obviously, I don't think I beat it, especially with the way that game.
I mean, dude, it is pretty. Yeah. It's pretty.
Oh no, I agree. But the way I look at, I feel like some people, once we get see more, people get their hands on it, I'm curious to see what people think of it. Like just from this footage, it might be like a Resident Evil 2 situation. Once people see like what these changes are, and if it being good, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, part of like people like Link's Awakening because of how hard it is, and because of how much it doesn't hold your hand, and how like you have to find out its secrets and all these other things. That's the type of thing that I don't know. That change feels different than me. To me,
I
than
agree.
The Resident Evil 2 thing.
What I was saying was very general.
Yeah, I could see more people angry about this changing than they were about Resident Evil 2 changing.
No. I definitely agree with that. Yeah. That was the best example that kind of came to my mind.
Yeah, which I mean, to be fair, I'm not saying that Link's Awakening is a bad game. It is just a very old school game design, and like it came from a time period when that was your game for the year, and you needed to dig into it. It's just I don't have much interest in doing all of that. If it's a very modernized version of it, where it's like we're not going to be kind of obtuse, but like I want the puzzles and combat are really good. It's just you don't have to like go stand in this one little square
like
to find something.
I imagine the way you like your preferred thing of this, and maybe to satisfy the old school fans, it is still kind of challenging and kind of open, like in a way.
Yeah,
in a way, but just not. Like you said, as obtuse, and it's still really fun. I really liked what I saw in the trailer, unless it.
Like infinitely more interested in 3D Zeldas than 2D.
I agree.
Like by a long shot.
I loved A Link Between Worlds, and I just kind of been wanting that 2D Zelda vibe. So I'm happy this.
I get it.
So,
to me, it's a toss-up of whether I get this or not. I can't really say.
Honestly, I mean, the way games thing are, Darby, there'll probably be a game you won't and then I'll probably end up just getting this game, Link's Awakening, and you can either try out my version or you just get my impressions on it.
Yeah, that's probably, like,
that's the most likely thing that's probably going to happen.
Yeah, because just 2D Zeldas are just, I haven't played as many of them, and I'm just, it's not as much my type of game.
Yeah.
I would rather play a Metroidvania, like Ori, or go back and play Hollow Knight, that kind of stuff.
That is fair.
I would rather do that, but
the
game does look cool. I mean,
so I guess now we talk about the Direct as a whole. Honestly, I feel like the people might be a little down on. I'm actually really happy with this Direct, honestly, especially after talking.
I definitely don't think it's one of the stronger Directs we've seen. Like, I definitely don't think that, but I don't think it was bad either. I mean, it was like, I think we got a lot of awesome things. There was just some stuff like, there was. I don't know, the Disney thing.
Every Direct has those.
Dead by Daylight looked bad, and
but all those were like 2 minutes max.
Yeah, they were not very long.
Together.
I'm not trying to say it was like a really bad Direct, but specifically for me, it was not that interesting of a Direct. I
feel like part of it might be more thing because but Mario Maker 2 is more my thing than your thing.
Yes.
The Link's Awakening remake, more my thing than your thing.
Yes.
The Astral Chain, more my thing than your thing. You have some interest in all those games.
Yeah, exactly.
But those are my things where I'm like, Astral Chain's more up in the air, but if they keep on showing good stuff, that's going to be a game I probably get. And honestly, thinking of just outside my preference, just this Direct as a whole, I think this was really good, just showing. It filled up their library a lot.
Oh, yeah,
especially during the summer months. Like through August now, they're filled. Like a lot of these games we were talking, Mario Maker, multiple Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Fire Emblem, Astral Chain, all that stuff. That's like all, and some other stuff. Yoshi,
a good many non-indie third parties, which is something that the Switch doesn't necessarily get a lot of.
And I was to say, Mario Maker, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but a lot of the games that mentioned like Astral Chain and stuff all come out Daemon X Machina come out by August, you assume. Those are all exclusive games.
Yeah.
And then everything else that's coming. So they did a good job of filling up their lineup. I guess the one criticism is they got Yoshi in March. They have Box Boy for April, and that's really it. And then
for the immediate, like right now, yeah.
Yeah, so like there's nothing like really in the immediate.
These don't really start until, I mean, there's
like
some
June is no, once June starts, it's crazy.
Yeah, it keeps
like
going.
We're gonna like it making me hope that PS4 has a dry spell for me, like as far as my taste, because I'm gonna be filled with these games.
Yeah, which I mean, it kind of sounds like it. PS4 will, because I mean they're out of E3, and Sean Layden pretty much straight up said it was partially because they don't have a whole
just
lot to
the
say,
general.
Yeah, even third
parties and stuff. But and again, we got a very good idea of the rest of the lineup for the whole year. Because obviously through August we got pretty much everything. They'll probably have at least maybe one other little smaller thing in there. Maybe not, because they got enough stuff for like 2 exclusives a month in that time at this point, at least.
Yeah, because
I named like 5-6 ish exclusive that are saying that in the summer months, like June to August.
Yeah, so we don't even really know past that, because I mean, they're not even,
we know Link's Awakening. We assume that's going to be
end
they
of
just
the year.
said
2019.
And
so
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And Pokemon.
So so they could have a very big summer and then end it with a very
and
big...
they're probably going to have another 1 or 2 games like exclusives for this year, like for the end of the year, like they always announce, like Mario Party, for example. So I'm getting at is, while their lineup may not be for everyone, every game not be for everyone, they're looking to see have a very strong like exclusive lineup.
I think so. And some of these,
which I feel like was the biggest thing they need to show. I understand you not being excited for me for some of these games.
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's like I'm excited about a lot of, like, I have interest, and I like think a lot of these games look good. They're just very few of them are like my
day
thing.
One,
yeah,
no matter what.
Honestly,
there's Fire Emblem, obviously.
Fire Emblem, and then
probably
Mario Maker, and then Dragon Quest. Those are the only 3.
Yeah,
I think that are just, and then I don't think Final Fantasy 7 counts. Whatever. It's like I buy that at every platform. And I already knew that was coming. Yeah. I mean, those 3 games are the only ones that are like complete.
I feel like the only thing that's kind of down this direct, because like there's no reaction for us to clip out like, oh, the big hurrah.
I know, Jeff, our views. Where are we gonna get our views?
But so that might be one negative people might have with this. There's no like giant oh my god announcement.
I mean, yeah, we can't always have.
Well, but to be fair, I would have been probably a lot more pumped and excited if I didn't figure / know like Mario Maker 2 was coming.
Yeah.
And Link's Awakening. If I wasn't like so sure that stuff was coming, I probably would have been at least a little more animated.
Even without leaks, I don't think there was
none of these games were surprising.
Yeah, there was no universe where Mario Maker 2 was going to surprise us, because it was just.
I mean, honestly, the only surprising thing to be Retro's new game not being Star Fox, and it looks crazy insane.
Yeah.
Something we didn't see coming, or a new Smash character. Right. But and I'm actually the more I kind of think out this direct, I want to see it again and see more information about this stuff. I'm pleased with this direct. I feel like it did what it needed to. There are a lot of big games, and it filled up their lineup thing. You can maybe say for the next couple of months their lineup is a little light, but I don't think you can say for 2019 their lineup is light anymore. That was something people I think could say, so far this year, but I think I feel like they destroyed.
I think you could definitely. Message. How far does the first quarter go?
I mean, March.
Okay, you could definitely say they've had overall. I think they're going to have a decently like quiet quarter, but then after that, it's kind of off to the races.
Even potentially the second quarter, because
some of these might be late
Mario Maker 2 in June.
That's pretty big.
I was thinking Mario Maker could have been a later in the year game.
This does make me worry even more about Fire Emblem being drowned out, though, just because of so many other games. But I don't know what to think about Fire Emblem. Like, Awakening blew the hell up, but I kind of don't like. Part of that is because everyone had. I mean, but everyone's has Switches now too. I just don't know. Like, the hype does not seem to be there for Fire Emblem like it is in this room. Because this room has Fire Emblem hype.
Oh, Darby, here's the thing you got to remember. Every single Nintendo exclusive, for the most part, has broken records for that franchise at the very least.
Yeah.
I don't, especially since Fire Emblem seems to be going away from the whole waifu pandering stuff, which turns some people understandably away.
Turns other people on.
Hey, Jump Force. I assume. But I feel like a lot of those Fire Emblem people who may not be upset about the whole their waifu thing probably will still be there. At least a good chunk of them. And it being on the Switch and it being the first console of Fire Emblem, I feel like we're going to continue that trend of the Nintendo franchises breaking records on the Switch. I feel like that's going to happen.
I really hope you're right.
Though, to be fair, the max of single Fire Emblem game is sold is like 2 to 3 million. So that's not the biggest thing. So I've seen some people with hot takes of Fire Emblem will beat Animal Crossing.
No.
When the last Animal Crossing games had sold more than Fire Emblem as a franchise.
Did even Awakening only sell 2 or 3 million?
Yeah.
Oh.
I believe so, something like that. Like it did really well for like a 3DS game and did everything. It did what it needed to save the franchise, but it's not like the biggest selling thing ever. I feel like Three Houses has a chance to obviously be the best Fire Emblem game. I'd be in a way surprised if it wasn't, unless it's just a bad game, which I don't think it is. No. So.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't want to come off too negative. I think it was a fine direct. It just wasn't specifically for me, but the Fire Emblem was good enough. Like, I don't regret, I didn't have a bad time or anything because that Fire Emblem trailer was awesome. Mario Maker 2 looks.
I want to look through that stuff again and see like all the new stuff because I was watching like, ooh, that's new. All that stuff looks insane. I'm in.
It was a lot really fast.
Yeah.
Like going.
Yeah. So. I got mostly what I wanted out of this direct. I guess the only kind of sad thing...
If we had some Joker gameplay, it would have...
Well, I was about to get to the only kind of thing I wish we got more of is more Smash thing. Yeah. Just a little more. Yeah, even if it was like a 30 seconds of Joker gameplay.
Yeah, I didn't need to see much. I mean, you could have saved most of the Joker gameplay for later, but just like as they were showing his model, I wish they showed him on this, fighting a little bit or something, just using some...
Maybe prediction? Maybe before Joker comes out in April, we get a mini direct. Maybe get a couple little updates of the summer games. Joker gameplay and new Smash character announcement. Because I feel like we don't need a new and
Do they usually announce something that big on a mini direct?
I mean, they can announce whatever they want. Mini direct just means it's shorter, pretty much normally. I
mean, just inherently mini direct, you're probably gonna get less people to tune into, but But
the individual trailers will be there, and that's what we're going to
Yeah, I mean, they could just drop Smash Bros. News out of nowhere.
I get to the main point, and, let me know if you disagree. I feel like with everything we have, we don't need another General Direct necessarily until E3.
No, I agree.
Because we
could get one, but we don't need it.
I don't think we need one because all the games they really talked about are coming out like at E3 or after anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it was pretty good.
It was good. Good direct. There are lots of games. I missed GCU already.
I'm down for a summer of Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, look through. I'm gonna have to. I'll try to remember to do this later and go through and put these release dates into our doc.
Yeah.
And then me and you, at the very least, for these new games, can do our what we're planning on buying thing. Maybe not on the podcast necessarily, but just kind of so we can keep track of this stuff.
It's looking, as far as like things that I'm definitely buying, it's still way more than most years, but it's looking like significantly right now lighter than 2017 and 2018, which is perfectly fine with me. It let me finish Persona 5, which I definitely wouldn't have had time to do in other years, and maybe I can get into more of my backlog,
Yeah. This direct at announced.
I mean, this has already been a bigger year for you. You had Kingdom Hearts. You already missed Resident Evil. Like I haven't missed any games this year that I was like super stoked about.
Yeah. So I got Jump Force sitting on the floor right there.
Yeah, Jump Force right there. I'm probably gonna go home and play Yakuza. So
Yeah. But yeah, this added 2 games and Link's Awakening, Mario Maker 2 that are must buys for me, and a game that I'm very interested to see more. That I could potentially see myself definitely getting an Astral Chain. So good direct. I'm curious to get over into that computer and see what like Easy Allies and kind of funny thought.
No, them general public, I think, is going to be bad. But
because there's no big what the WTF announcement.
But they'll be mad for like 2 days and then forget it.
And then by the time the next direct comes on, they'll be excited, even though they're angry at every direct. I don't know how these people work.
We're all going to buy Mario Maker 2 and have a really good time. So.
I am excited for Mario Maker 2, man.
Yeah,
that game's going to be great. I mean, again, I want to look through it all. It seemed they added most of the stuff that people wanted and then some.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, like, because just a straight up port would have been good enough. I mean, it's another one of those Smash Bros. Situations where it's like, you didn't have to do this much, but it looks like they did. And
I'm glad everyone was right, because like, well, Mario Maker is the obvious Wii U port that's left as far as
and this
the
is
money
clearly why it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, it was like, I got to the point, it's like, well, they're probably just working on a sequel, which is even better.
Yes. Control-wise, I like this design for the Switch, and it allows them to make a lot more changes.
That might have been part of it, because they had to redesign it for the Switch. And I know it's like, well, we're already doing this work, might as well go all the way with it and just make a sequel.
Yeah.
Or that could have been part of their thinking. Anyway, I'm happy.
I am very happy.
Great way to start it in direct at the very least. And great middle of the direct with Fire Emblem.
Hell yes. Yeah, I'm going to go home and watch that again.
Yeah. I'm just going to watch it again by watching the Easy Allies kind of funny.
Yeah, I might do that.
So I'll end up watching it directly 3 times.
It's usually how these things go.
Yep.
I think we care about this stuff just a little bit.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Good stuff in here, Darby.
Good stuff. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching this. Make sure you check out the latest episode of Nerds at Large Gaming Podcast, because I do believe it was the best one we've ever done, if I do say so myself, because Chad and Holden from Respawn Aim Fire joined us, and we talked about Apex Legends and E3 without Sony, a bunch of other interesting topics, and I think it was really cool. We even talked about colonoscopies for a little bit.
Yep.
It gets crazy.
Look forward to the upcoming gaming podcast, where we'll probably end up talking a little about this direct a little more. Yeah. If there's any extra stuff we find.
Yes.
Or if we want to talk about stuff a little more after seeing it a little more, like Mario Maker, for instance.
Yeah.
And Fire Emblem, to see if our hype's still high based off the stuff. So, yeah.
Yep.
We had a long post-direct discussion, but it was fun.
Yeah, like so little of this is the actual conference, the direct. But
yep.
That's how it go.
Hey, when they have this packed of a direct. We got it.
You always fill an entire sheet, sometimes more than one. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.